Hello, I'm Suzanne from bookcareers.com, and here I am with another of my 40 years in publishing videos. And today I'd like to talk about As I Walked Out One Midsummer Morning by Laurie Lee and ask the question, do books with green covers sell well? So, As I Walked Out One Midsummer Morning by Laurie Lee was originally published by Andre Deutsch. Andre lived round the corner from Laurie Lee in Chelsea, and we were the original hardback publishers. Then in the 1980s, a book packager came up with the concept of doing illustrated editions of Cider with Rosie, which was another publisher, and As I Walked Out Midsummer Morning. Now, what a book packager actually does is they create the concept of the book and find lots of publishers to sell that concept to. Then they arrange all the printing and only sell finished copies to the publisher. And the aim is that because full colour illustrated books are so expensive to print and reproduce, that they get as many orders from as many different publishers in different countries and different languages to consolidate. Because on a colour illustrated book, the pictures all stay the same, but the text will change. So it's just some quick plate changes. So book packaging can be a very profitable area of the business. So the book packager first sold Cider with Rosie to, I believe, Century Hutchinson in 1984. And Cider with Rosie had a green jacket. When we were discussing the illustrated edition of As I Walked Out One Midsummer Morning, Laurie Lee had left clear instructions that this book could only be published if it had a red cover, because green books don't sell. That's what Laurie Lee said. He said green books don't sell. Now, whether that's because the sales of Cider with Rosie illustrated edition didn't meet his expectations, or whether it actually didn't do very well, I imagine it's the first, that it didn't meet his expectations. I can't really say. But we went on and we did quite well with this edition of As I Walked Out One Midsummer Morning. It's also interesting to note that whilst Andre Deutsch's offices had red front doors, we were doing quite well. Then, around about 1987, our front doors were painted green, and from then on, the company didn't do so well. So, what do you think? Do you think books that have red jackets sell better than green jackets? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. If you're interested in a career in book publishing, then do check out the bookcareers.com website, or you can contact me by emailing suzanne@bookcareers.com. May you all be doing a job you love and being paid the salary that you so richly deserve.